how much money you got, what you did to somebody, you're still beautiful. You need to respect yourself. You need to respect alcohol. I respect alcohol. I haven't drank alcohol in 10 years because I didn't respect it enough. It's not for me. I don't like getting angry on alcohol. It makes me angry. It makes people happy, angry, and sad. It makes people happy, angry, and sad. But there's a little bit. When you first catch that buzz, that's the best part. That's the best part on alcohol. When you first catch that buzz, that's the best part. After that, it's straight downhill. Or should I say uphill, because it's gonna be so steep that you can't even walk. It's gonna be so steep that you can't even get up the mountain. I remember one time trying to walk on alcohol and I was drunk. I couldn't even walk 50 feet without having to take a rest. Terrible. But, you know, I just wanted some weed. I just wanted some weed. I felt better with weed. I'm so happy that they legalized weed. Thank you, America. Thank you. Thank you. I'm happy that the world is waking up. Ain't they supposed to legalize weed in some other Asian country like Thailand or something? But everybody's already did alcohol. Everybody already knows about alcohol. There wasn't any restrictions on alcohol. You know what I'm saying? I was buying alcohol by the time I was 17. Everybody out of high school wanted to do alcohol. You get at the party after high school, the people that wanted to do alcohol gonna do alcohol. And some of us did make it. There's ants right there. Little Zorro, get off of that. No, some of us didn't make it. I remember the people that died on alcohol. Sally, whatever his name was, Sally. I remember him before he died, he had a wreck with his girlfriend. They was coming home one night and they had a wreck and he got ejected and died or some shit. But I remember him. There was another guy who was riding with his friend. They was getting drunk one night or something. They died right down the road down there. They flipped over. They flipped over, got ejected, and died. The driver didn't die. The passenger died. And the same thing with the other one too. And I've had wrecks. I've had my wrecks because of alcohol. I had crashed my truck and my car, and I was lucky to be alive. I was lucky to be alive because I learned how to drive at a very early age. I got the instinct on how to drive. Some of my first memories on the highway was sitting in my father's lap driving the steering wheel. And then I learned how to drive standard when I was 6 years old. I would drive around on the farm in a little truck, little Toyota truck, 7 years old, riding around on the farm. Sometimes I got stuck, but I had a four-wheeler, I had a motorcycle. Before all that, I had a three-wheeler. I had a three-wheeler, the little three-wheeler, before they started outlawing them and stuff because people would wreck. I had one of them little three-wheelers when I was 6 years old. I used to take off on a three-wheeler after I got off the school bus. But that's what it's like living on a farm. I didn't get to live there very long. I had to go back and move when my mom, then we was living in town and stuff. But anyways, that's a whole different story. I choose not to do alcohol no more. You know what I'm saying? It ain't good for me. It make me cray-cray because there's too much frustrations. There's too much frustrations in life, in my life. The way I look at life. The way I look at life, I take it seriously. I take life seriously. Yeah, I got worries and stuff. I worry about people, but I worry about the world and everything, and I try to manage that. I try to hold that in. People, people have to people have to take care of themselves. And if they need you around, they need you for help for something, help them. But don't forget to handle your business too. Your personal business, personal affairs, all that. And you ain't got to tell everybody about it. It's like getting drunk, okay? Let me talk about getting drunk because this is what the topic's about. I haven't drank in 10 years. When I get drunk, I'm wired up. I'm like a wired up squirrel. I'm a wired up rabbit. I'm a wired up mammal. I'm a mammal. And when I drink alcohol, it's that testosterone. It's that testosterone come out in me. And it's straight liquid courage. It's straight liquid courage. And it's like, our friends are far and few in between. It's like, it ain't like living in the United Kingdom and you could just walk across the street and chat with old pal over there. It's like, in America, like everything is scattered far and few in between unless you live close to town. It's like people don't ride horses anymore. What I'm saying is, it's hard. It's hard as hell to have a drink of alcohol in the country, even outside city limits, whatever. And how are you going to stay put? You had the keys. You remember where you had the keys at. How are you going to stay put? It's hard as hell to stay put. I don't want to drink and drive. I don't like drinking and driving. But it's something about alcohol that make people want to drive. Because they live in so far away from a friend, from a girlfriend, from civilization, from the bar, whatever. And the way society treats people, they don't want you to be drunk in public. It's public intoxication. You get that charge. So then, how am I, like, how are people supposed to be intoxicated and not get in trouble? They either have to stay at home, in their hotel room, whatever, or, if they're in the bar, they have to go home or go to a friend's house, private property somewhere, because if they get stuck around in public property, it's public intoxication, and it's messed up. It's messed up. So it's like people are drinking and driving, dude. What the hell? You know what I'm saying? So it's like I would sit my ass at home and play video games. I would sit my ass at home and play video games. I would try to eat and all that. I would try to be normal. And it's hard to play video games on alcohol. Let me tell you, that shit hard. It ain't even fun no more. If you pass that certain point, past buzzed, if you get to where you're tipsy, oh man, you ain't doing worth a shit. It ain't the same as when you're high, when you're on weed. When you're on weed, you can keep focused even if you're a little tired. But on alcohol, you cannot focus on your video game past the buzzed part. Past the buzzed part. But people can get, they could smoke so much weed where they'll be like, man, what the fuck's going on? I don't like feeling like that. Like, I just had a cup of coffee right now, Trying to explain this is really hard. But, it's like, oh boy. It's like if you're one of those people that do alcohol and you want more when it's gone, you better buy a fucking shitload of it. You better have a whole fucking case, a whole damn corner full, so you don't want to go nowhere and get no more. That's why they should do like alcohol delivery. Now that I think about it, here's a suggestion for you. Get alcohol delivered to you so you don't have to go and get more of it if you've been drinking. Get that shit delivered to you. It solves the problem. Because when somebody's had too much to drink, they're going to want to try to do one last thing and pass out. So, it sucks. I'm sorry. I'm sorry to everyone that's ever... I'm sorry to everyone that's ever died on alcohol because they was just trying to go get some more or whatever and it fucking passed out. It's a trickster drug. It tricks people. They don't know what they're doing. There's that little part in the brain that's trying to stay alive. And alcohol just... it's all over the brain. So like I said, I'm lucky to be alive because of that shit. And I am thankful to have driving experience as much as I did. And So I think that it don't matter what drug it is, I gotta respect it. People have to respect it. I'm not telling you what to do. I'm just talking from my point of view. I'm just talking from my point of view right here. I don't expect you to understand or what I'm saying, because it comes from me. It's my experience. It's my life. It's my understanding. When I say you, I'm not talking about you. I can't talk good enough. And a lot of people, they don't talk good enough. So try not to misinterpret what people are saying, because it's going to create confusion. Just go with it. Just go with it. Just go with it. Because I haven't drank alcohol in 10 years, and I'm thankful. I'm happy about it. I respect it. I respect it because I respect it because it demands respect. If you don't respect it, it's gonna mess you up. It's gonna mess me up. It's gonna mess everybody up if they don't respect it. That's understood. Y'all already know that. Alcohol will fuck you up. Alcohol will leave you in the ditch, not knowing where the fuck you at. I know what that feels like. And I should have quit a long time ago, so I could be saying I haven't drank alcohol in 20 years. But I'm stupid. I'm kind of stupid. I ain't smart all the time. I'm pretty fucking stupid sometimes. But, you know what I'm saying? People are lonely as hell, dude. All y'all. If anybody is listening to me, people are lonely as hell. I feel sorry for them. I have sympathy for myself and for everyone else. I love people. I love society. I do not hate society. I love society. Okay? It's just certain things will irritate people. That's all it is. It's like my mama used to tell me, don't think about that. Get that out of your head. You know? She's trying to tell me to have a better day, have a good day. Like I said, I look at life too seriously. I look at life too seriously. I used to just try to live, when you're around friends and you want to be carefree and you're young and everything, it feels great. It feels great because that's the whole thing. People want to get away from the worries of the world because we just spent 12 years in school, and now, the ones that don't want to worry about it is not, we was ignoring college. We was ignoring college. And it's like whenever we was gonna work, we was ready to work. But it's like we wasn't finished having fun yet because society just it's so hard to have fun. You gotta be strategic about it. You gotta be tactical about it, and you gotta know when to get your ass back home. You know what I'm saying? Young people had a curfew. I had to try to not get caught before 10, like after 10:30, because when I was younger, the curfew is 10:30. So like I was trying not to get caught past 10:30. You know what I'm saying? But after you're like 18, 19, 20, you ain't got no curfew no more. And it's like we used to. I mean, just have some friends over, whatever, and like it's cool, okay, for a little while, but like if you get too drunk, you don't respect it, you don't know what you're doing, and so that happened to me. That happened to me, and I see that it happens to a lot of people. It's just they forget to eat. It's all about food. So when I got older, when I got a little older in my 20s, I knew that I should eat. Like when I had a good girlfriend, I quit drinking for like 2.5 years. I didn't drink for like 2.5 years. I don't have to drink alcohol. But like I said, I'm just stupid sometimes. I went through a breakup and I started drinking alcohol. And that's what messed me up. So, you know, I should have made some new friends. I should have went to my old good friends or made some new good friends. But instead, I chose to go buy 6 packs and come back home. I was doing that for a long time. I would go buy a 6 pack and then I would come back home. And I wasn't talking to any friends, but I wanted to. I was just playing fucking video games. Because, that PTSD, post traumatic stress disorder, will cause it caused me to, sit at home and not go and try to do these things. Like, go see a movie, eat some popcorn with a friend, go eat dinner at a restaurant. Stuff like that. And there's tons of good days. Like I said, there was lots of good days. But the 6 pack was too much for me. If I didn't eat that 6 beer, after that 6 beer, it would fuck me up. I should have respected it enough to stop at the 3rd beer. If I would have always respected it enough to stop at the 3rd beer, I would have been alright. But no. Every time I got a 6 pack, I had to finish the 6 pack. And it fucked me up. Sometimes I would just go straight to sleep and I'd be okay. But if I didn't, oh, hell no. Like, this dude need to eat. This dude need to eat. It's like that alcohol just get in the brain and stay there. It's like soaking, and it's just telling you. One time this dude, I was going to get another 6-pack or something, and I knew I was not supposed to be where I was. I should have been kept my ass at home. But it's like I didn't buy enough the first time or something. I hate it, what it does to me. But anyways, like, I was at this store, and like I woke up, like I was about to buy me another 6-pack, and then like I heard this knock. Well, it was Knock. His name was Knock. Somebody was calling Knock, and it like it opened. Like, I woke up and I was thinking about that knock, because one time I heard a knock in the woods, and I was like I was trying to talk to God that day. And anyways, this is before when I heard the guy with the name Knock. But so I had thought about that, because I didn't know if it was a bird or whatever knocking in the woods, but I was talking to God or talking to somebody that was dead. And I was talking about knocking, if you hear me, and I heard 3 knocks. And so this night that I was at the store trying to buy some more liquor, beer, whatever, and then somebody said Knock, and then I was like, oh shit, there's Knock. Like, in my mind, like, I didn't say nothing to him. I just let him walk out the door. It's just some dude I remembered whenever I was 19, drinking beers with the homies and stuff like that, smoking blunts, whatever. And so I got my stuff, my beer or whatever, and then I got in my truck and I was ready to go. But then some other dude was like, hey man, can I get a ride? And he needed a ride somewhere, so I gave him a ride. And then, like, I asked him if he'd give me some weed. He'd give me some weed, and he did. But then he wanted me to take him places, and so I did. I took him somewhere, and then he was getting hell there. So then we had to leave. And then, man, just taking this dude around, I should have been said, man, I gotta drop you off, dude. But eventually he was like, man, you need to drop me off, man. And then by the time there was a few times, but anyways, to make a long story short, I parked my truck. The battery was dead in it the next time I tried to crank it up. The tire was flat. I aired up the tire. I charged up the battery or got a new battery. And I was good to go for the next time. But the next time, that I drove that truck, or I remember trying to do something with it, I don't know, but I was drunk. And I tried to leave. I saw that the gate was closed, and I was already blacked out drunk, and I did a reverse 180. I reversed it. The gate was closed. I got pissed that it was fucking closed, and I reversed it. I was gonna do a reverse 180, and I flipped my Jeep like a fucking idiot. And I should have stopped. I should have stopped. I should have known better. I should have known better. Everybody's different, y'all. If you're different than other people, just know that you're different. If you're not the same, if the coffee makes you shake too much, well, maybe you shouldn't be drinking so much coffee or whatever. Everybody's different, y'all. I'm just trying to explain about how I respect alcohol. You might not think I respect it from my stories and stuff, because I didn't. I didn't back then. I'm not saying that I want to drink. I'm not saying that. I don't. But I respect it. It made me respect it. I'm sorry. I think people have to respect it. And if they don't, it'll just mistreat them. It'll mistreat them. And I feel for y'all. I feel for y'all. It hurts. It hurts. So, I hope y'all are having a wonderful day and all that. And if you got any, stuff that you need to talk about, it's good to talk about it. Because if you just talk to your family and your close friends or whatever, or your coworkers, they might not get it too well. They might not even care. Yo, what's up, Dave? Damn, I'm lagging hard. What the fuck? Hello, how are you doing today? You posted some new videos on your channel today. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I saw that, Dave, where you was praying. It looked like you was praying in church. That was a good one. Yeah. Yeah, that was a good one, Dave. Like, I saw you praying and giving a good prayer to people, and that was a good one. Yeah, I saw that. Damn, I'm lagging so hard. What the fuck? I hope blessings are with you too, Dave, and I hope that you'll be okay, and like in everything you do, like I hope for blessings for all y'all, that y'all be careful and have a good time and respect drugs and all that. Respect the highway, respect vehicles, respect the gas pedal, respect the brakes, respect people's opinions, respect. Just have manners and respect. Manners and respect. I pray for all y'all to have good blessings and have a good time. Don't forget to work and have a good time. You work a little bit and you have a good time. Just, I pray that y'all have blessings in your life. So, yeah, it's tough. It's tough trying to move on from past mistakes and have fun again and all that. And, I just wanted to say how hard it is to, just, it's hard to respect drugs, I guess. It must be really hard because it took me a long time to respect alcohol. It took me a long time to respect it. I really didn't respect it. So, you know? Maybe I just didn't know. I just didn't know. It just feels weird talking about it. It gets me emotional. It gets me emotional. If I get angry, it's because I care. I'm not trying to cry, so I stop talking. I'd rather stop talking than cry about it. But yeah. So if you're one of these people that care too much, maybe you should care a little bit less. You'll be a lot happier. But there's certain things to care about. Like some people just put focus on what to care about on some things and not so much on other things. So like having a conversation with somebody, and if you disagree, you just have to agree to disagree. And you see that on social media that people are disagreeing and people choose their sides. And it's like supposed to be entertainment or something, but I don't think it's very entertaining. It just seems like they don't have any life. Like, they have kids, they have to sit on their ass, they have to wait for them to get out of school, all this type of stuff. And it's like they have nothing better to do. They would, they don't want to watch soap operas and stuff on TV, so they'd rather talk about some other YouTuber or whatever. And just watch them. And talk about other people and stuff. Like, that's pretty lame. It's lame all the way around. So it just depends on what you find funny. That entertaining person that's like a clown might be funny to you, but to some other folks, it ain't funny to them. And they think that that clown should fix their life. But then the person that's talking about the clown end up looking like a clown. With no character. No character. It's like zero character. Yeah, it's pretty lame when you have zero character. And you're just talking about somebody else's character. So, people just get on YouTube, be about their business, and put out some info or whatever, and just trying to get their point across. But it's like, you don't have to beat the same dead horse over and over again, just the same topic, the same dude, the same judgmentalness, all that. That's lame. That's lame. I don't want to be like that. I talk about myself. I ain't talking about nobody else. I'm talking about myself. I got experience. And that's a lot better than talking about somebody else, because you don't know what they're going through. They don't know what they're going through. That person talking about that other person don't know what they're going through, and they don't care. All they care about is some type of thinking that they think that that person should live their life like, or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, people are so judgmental. I was too judgmental. That's what probably just infuriates me whenever I'm on alcohol. Because I think about something that irritates me. And I don't like that. I don't like that. I don't like that. Like, I didn't know that alcohol make people aggressive. Like, yeah, it's so obvious. But if you're a highly disagreeable person, it's going to cause aggression. I didn't learn that until later in life when I listen to people like talk about drugs and stuff. Alcohol is a hard drug. It is a drug. People talk about it like it's the legal drug and then there's all these other drugs. No. But I know what you're saying. I know what you're saying. Right. So I'm gonna sit here and I'm gonna smoke a bowl of this legal weed. I got legal weed, y'all. This shit legal. You see this weed right here? I got it from the store. It's legal. Thank you, Donald Trump. Thank you, America. Because I would just go to the store and I'll buy me some cigarettes. I'm done with alcohol. I'm done with alcohol. I got weed. I ignore the alcohol. When I go to the store, I ain't even looking at the alcohol. I want some weed, man. I want some weed. I got the weed right here. I'm so thankful for it. Thank you. Thank you to my state. Maybe you should appreciate your state a little bit more. I know it helped me. It helped me when I was just done. Done. And if... Yo, I'm sorry. What's up, William? Thanks for talking about this because you used to drink and you stopped because so-called friends was telling you things that you did and not know about and that made you feel unsafe, plus it hurt your liver. Yeah. Yep. Yeah. Yo, what's up, dude? Hey, yo, thanks for saying that, William. I appreciate it. You know, I was at work and, you know, they was making fun of me at work because I didn't know what happened. I blacked out. And you know, I don't know why I was trying to take my clothes off, but whenever you get on alcohol real drunk, it make you want to take your clothes off. Like that song, Tequila Makes Her Clothes Fall Off. Yeah. And I was by myself, so, you know, if I'm by myself, I guess I was happy to take my clothes off. But, they was making fun of me at work because I passed out behind the pharmacy by the post office, and I don't know if I was trying to take a dump or take a piss or whatever. I have no idea, man. I was blacked out, dude. I was blacked out, man. I didn't know what I did. And it was embarrassing as hell. It's pissed me off a little bit. I don't know what I was doing, so they was just making stuff up. Alright, you want me to say what they was saying? They was saying that I was passed out on the ground with some $100 bills stuck in my ass. That shit ain't funny. But it was funny to them. It wasn't funny to me. But then I realized, well, yeah, I don't even know what the fuck I was doing. So it's just a joke. Don't take jokes so seriously. Relax. It's funny to them. They are not related to you. They're just people. And so it's funny when it's not your family member. It's always funny when it's not really your real friend. It's always funny. And that's okay. I watch these people on live stream get drunk, and it's entertaining to me because they're not my family, they're not my close friend. But like I said, um oh man, I respect it. And it's obvious when somebody can't handle their liquor, and it's starting to look like they don't respect it. You know, I'm sorry that you got embarrassed when you got drunk and everything. It happens to everybody, but some people, they're not embarrassed. I'm just ashamed and embarrassed and all that. Damn, where'd my pipe go? Oh, it's right here. Yeah, you know, like, I'm the type of dude to get drunk, get naked, and take off running, so. Yeah, but it sucks, you know. If you're in a bad mood, you're in a bad place on alcohol, it's not fun and running naked. My mama told me one time, she was like, yeah, what's ever in your head, whatever you're thinking about, that's what it's gonna be like whenever you get drunk. So yeah, if I was in a bad mood, I should have never got drunk. I don't even like saying it like that anymore, because when you say get drunk, that means get too, too far into it. Like, I don't like, I didn't like being drunk. Too far into it is too far. It's like saying overdose. When somebody says get drunk, it's like saying overdose yourself. That's what I just now realized. Because that's exactly what it is for some folks. Yeah. Because I'm happy. I'm happy when I just catch a buzz on alcohol. But like I said, past that part, it ain't for me. I don't like all that crying and stuff. It's a depressant. It's classified as a depressant. I already take life seriously, so whenever I get drunk, it make me angry and depressed. Unless, you know what I'm saying? I can't even try to make no excuses for it to. Yeah, there's lots of good times I had with my girlfriend and with friends and stuff, and I wasn't angry or trying to wrestle with them. But yeah, when I was 17, like 18 at a party, and then I started blacking out a little bit in the living room, and then when I woke up, I was wrestling with Big White. Big White was holding me down. He was holding me down because I was wrestling with him. I don't even know. I just had blacked out, and then I woke up, and he was holding me down, and then he let me go, and I was trying to tackle somebody else. I was trying to tackle my friend, Jared. And then whenever he saw me run into him and try to tackle him, he got out of the way and I ran right into the trailer. Like, I ran right into the trailer, and I knew to try not to run into the trailer, but I just let the trailer drop me. Like, I just fell down right there, because it's like, it's shrinking the brain, and then whenever you get a hit or something, like, it wake you up. But I remembered that. Like I was blacked out, like, before, like, running to Jared. But then right when I was about to run into Jared, like, I remember that, like, I woke up from my blackout. So that's the part that I remembered. But yeah, and it's like, that was a long time ago. That was like, there was nothing for me to be, like, upset about or angry about that at that party. Like, at that time, that was just the liquor. That was just the alcohol bringing what was out of me. I mean, I didn't have nothing against Big White or Jared. I love them. You know what I'm saying? They're my homies. You went to card game downstairs? Wait. You did the same thing. You took your clothes off once, but the reason because you was drunk, but you forgot to watch that, because when people don't like you and you can't remember, they can set you up. Yeah. You went to a card game downstairs, and just your boots on, all you remembered was your sister slapping you in the face, and the next day they said you was naked and thought they were they said you was naked and thought they was lying. You thought they was lying, but they wasn't. Damn. You was naked as hell and went to the card game with your boots on, and they was like, dude, what the fuck? Put some clothes on. Damn, your sister went up and slapped you. She saw you naked and shit. Oh, the next day, they said, oh, but yeah, she still slapped you. And the next day, they said you was naked. And you thought they was lying. That's cold. That's what I'm saying. Alcohol is a trickster drug. It tricks people. It tricks people because they're like, I didn't do that. I would never do that. Alcohol made you do it. Some little random thought. Like, it's like some little random thought that you would normally, like, ignore. Like one of those crazy thoughts. And then it's like whenever you're on alcohol, those crazy thoughts are hard to ignore. You don't just think about it for 5 seconds and like, oh no, that's crazy. Fuck that. Just ignore that shit. Because that's the stuff that you ignore when you're sober, because it's a crazy thought. But it's like on alcohol, the crazy thought just becomes the important thing. You can't override it. You get stuck in that thought process. Yeah, I know. It sucks. So it's like, by the time people are fearful drunks, they don't already learn their lesson like multiple times. So it's like natural instinct for them to be like, oh, no, no, no. Like, no, no, no. Don't mess with me type thing. Like, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I have sympathy for that. have sympathy for that. But some people, they just can't control themselves. And I don't know, y'all. Just try not to take life so seriously, I guess. You gotta respect drugs. You know what I'm saying? Like, somebody could be making some kind of alcohol, and the name of the alcohol could be respect. Respect. Respect me. You know? Disrespect. You know how people are like sarcastic or like reverse psychology or whatever? It's just a joke. Damn. Maybe it happens to everybody. We all learn a lot of the same things. It's just some people are more judgmental than others, and some folks are more fearful than others. And yeah, you gotta be careful. But yeah, like I wrecked a PT Cruiser in 2008. If I wouldn't have traded in the Chevy S10, I probably could have got ejected, or it would have been worse. But since it was a Chrysler PT Cruiser and looked like an egg, it was just rolling. By the time I hit the culvert and broke the rim in half, I guess it was just rolling, and I hit a telephone pole and landed upside down, but I still had my seatbelt on, and my head was just hitting the side of the door right there. But my girlfriend knew that I was so blacked out drunk, she didn't want to ride with me. And I was like 21, 22. I was like 21 and a half. Like, I just went through a breakup. Like, it's crazy. It's crazy because, like, my little stepbrother didn't even die yet. He didn't even die until, like, after I had went through that. And then when I was 23, that was when he died, but I'd had a job. Like, my daddy got me a job, and I said, fuck living over there. I don't even have a car anymore. I'm just gonna come back over here. And I don't know, sometimes I regret it, sometimes I don't. But because I could have just tried to get a job with, like, you know, somebody in the trailer park, like Giovanni, and then I could have just bought another car or whatever. And so yeah, you know, uh, and then, like, my brother, like, we had just quit our job, but I had a lot of money, and then, like, my mama called me and told me my brother died, like, he killed himself, my stepbrother. And then, so I decided to start drinking again, and that was where I fucked up again. I started drinking again when I was 23, and then I wrecked my truck, my Ford F-150. I don't even remember flipping that one, because I was so drunk that I guess when I flipped it, it didn't even wake me up. one day you woke up in jail with a gun charge with blood on your shirt and you were so scared you had shot somebody and did not know, but you did not, your so-called friend stole the gun? Or should I say nug? Like Green Greg's. Shout out to Green Greg's, man. Yo, subscribe to Green Greg's. He's a prepper trying to warn folks, and he has to say nugs, and he talks about kibbles, giving kibbles to his nugs, because like if he says that word, he thinks YouTube will demonetize him because you have emotional problems. You used to smoke a lot of weed but found out that it can be danger also because it can enhance your emotions. You found out all them drug effects your relationship. Yeah, I can see how that is. Yo, what up, Dead Inside? They say that the drones were spraying liquids. I seen some of that stuff, man. Yo, if they really like sniffing because of a nuke or whatever, they don't want nobody touching that shit or being close to it and stuff like that. But all the other stuff, people just kind of debating if they're just messing with them or whatever. They just running practice runs. If somebody got a real drone with shit in it and spraying it on folks, that's messed up. Yeah, like I noticed that like when I get high, like right when you get high, when you're smoking some weed, like if it's somebody that you don't want to really be around, that you not feel too comfortable around, you're like ready to just get away from that person. So like I had this girlfriend one time, the same girlfriend that she was smart not to ride with me, and like as soon as we smoke weed together and she gets high, she says she want to go inside because she feels like everybody's looking at her. It says on here it's not for people with psychiatric disorders or minors or breastfeeding women or pregnant or if you're at work. Don't drive. Not for kids or pets. Yeah. It still make my stomach hurt if I smoke too much of it. Is something in that. The other flower didn't do that. The CBD, they separate the CBD from the THC over here. And if you get CBD, like it don't even make you feel high or nothing. It don't even feel good, but it'll help you talk. It'll help you like want to talk to somebody. So you're comfortable talking to somebody. It's just kind of like it's kind of like a mood relaxer, the way I look at it, but it's too expensive. They need to lower the price. If that stuff was $10, it'd be flying off the shelf. Yeah, that CBD is like a cup of coffee without the nervousness. But then one of the homies on here told me that it makes him feel drowsy while he's at work, so it's not good to be trying to be busy, I guess, or do too much. Like I really don't know, because I don't have a job right now, and I don't take a lot of CBD products. I just prefer the THC. But maybe I should. Yeah, I should probably buy some more CBD. You know how it feels because the sister that slapped you died from cancer last year? Her and your dad? Oh man, I'm sorry to hear that. Yes, yeah, like cancer is a really scary thing. That's why like I tried to learn as much as I could about it and how not to get it and stuff. So that's what worries me about this because if this is hurting my stomach or something, I'm wondering if it's a chemical that's leaking through my lungs and going straight down to my stomach and if it's cancer because I don't want them to be giving people cancer for smoking some weed that it really don't give people cancer. Only if they smoke too much weed they could get lung cancer or something maybe, you know, like from all the smoke. But it really ain't toxic like that. They say it takes 1,500 pounds of weed to kill a person. Like, I don't know exactly how much it is with coffee, but coffee can kill you too, just as easy. You take too much, you do too much. So, it's like, yeah, dude, our legal drugs are killers. They can kill us, but we just have to respect them enough not to do it too much because it can. And it's the same with all of them. It's the same with all of them, y'all. Even food, even water. Like that woman that drank too much water at the water drinking competition and she died. Dead Inside loves weed. William can't do too much weed because if you abuse weed, it make you feel a little cray cray, like you cared too much. But I know a little bit of weed helps me go into like Zen mode. I'm in Zen mode. So I'm in Zen mode right now. I was talking about what I said earlier and it frustrates me. It gets me frustrated. Uh, it gets me emotional talking about it. I don't want to cry about it, type of thing. Uh, it probably affects my blood pressure just thinking about it, talking about it, or whatever. But like, you know, peace and blessings to all y'all. Like, I'm just on here like expressing myself, and if one of y'all say something, it's just gonna make me want to talk even more, or not at all. So, you know, it is what it is. That's greening out. You love weed, that's greening out. Jackson Wellness got a $25 pound. Damn. Wow. THCA. Yeah, that's what it is. That's what I'm on. I think. Yeah. You was smoking weed for 20 years, but you got 2.5 months clean, and it will give you nightmares it'll give me nightmares when I stop to swear. Look up nightmares from stopping. Oh yeah. What? From the weed? Oh damn. He got nightmares. William got nightmares because he stopped smoking weed after smoking it for 20 years. Huh. Maybe I used to have nightmares when I would run out of weed and I just didn't realize it. No, sometimes I'd have a nightmare when I was sober because I gotta go to work the next day. I feel like when I gotta go to work, I have more nightmare. Now, when I'm really worried about something, it'll give me a nightmare, yeah. Yeah, I had a bad nightmare back in 2014. Uh, but, you know, like at least once a year or something. You be worried about something too much, it give you a nightmare. But, I don't know. Like, if you're not even worried about anything and just not really thinking much, like, the dream come out so weird. It come out with, like, not making any sense. It still don't make sense when it's a nightmare, but, I mean, it's just, it's all about the brain, dude. It's just, yeah. Like, I can't stress too much, like, because if I do stress too much, my heart will start hurting, and then I don't want that to happen. And then, you know, I'll get a brain zap or a heart zap. Like if I sleep too much, I'll get a heart zap. If I stress too much, I'll get a brain zap when I'm asleep. So, that's why it's good to, that's why I'm trying to train myself on stoicism, meditation. Uh, like I'll be listening to them sometimes about the chakra stuff from the Hindus. Uh, but yeah, like I already know, Christianity and just how to have faith in God and Jesus and all that. Like I've already looked at the Muslim perspective with Islam and their stuff, like the Jewish people and all that. And then I've even went back to the Celts, the Celtics with their king. His name was Odin. And I mean, like, when you hear some of the stuff about the Egyptians and the pyramids and all that stuff, they got somebody they're looking up to too. So it's like, it just changes over time, and you got to have faith in something. If you don't have faith in something, it's gonna hold you back, and you're gonna have worries and all this and that type stuff. But you know, like I've already seen life after death, but I think it's residual energy, and I think people can be reborn. Uh, I don't know if there is something close to the type of hell. Then, I mean, yeah, I believe in that too. You, have you had any dreams since you started smoking because it stopped your dreaming and they start back up when you stop, but it will return to normal? It is the only thing you noticed. You don't think it caused cancer? Well, I hope not. I hope not, but there's something in this Delta 8 weed that um, it'll give people a tummy ache. Because I did a whole jar in 4 days and it was hurting my stomach. But if I make it last 7 days, it don't hurt at all. And I used to smoke a lot of weed. One time I smoked 7 grams of weed in a day and I didn't have no stomach ache. I was hungry. Oh man. But like I said, I've had a lot of good times on alcohol. I just had to respect it. It was mostly the days that I respected it. Because if you respect something, you'll try not to mistreat it and all that. Don't want to piss it off. It's going to bite back. But yeah, like good times. Good times. Just being comfortable and simple minded and not a care in the world. Have a good time. Like on that movie I seen one time. I forgot what movie it was, but they was at a bar taking shots or having shots, and the woman was like, no sad stories. Yeah, no sad stories. Because you know, some people, they can't handle the bad stories and it affects them. So don't be afraid to tell people no. Because when you're too nice, you'll let the little stuff piss you off just a little bit. It's not gonna piss you off at first, but it's just gonna like nibble away at your comfortability, and it's just gonna, you don't want to let it get to the top. No, I don't know, but you know, maybe it does have to do with it a little bit, because smoking weed, like, it's so stimulating that, yeah, your brain just wants to relax, for sure. You might have a dream of like a flower in the wind or something, but nothing real stressful. Yeah, because whenever I stop smoking, like, you know how all the worries will come back. Right. Yeah. All the insecurities come back sober. I guess some people are like that and some people are not. So, you know, if I'm expressing myself and it means something to you in a positive way, or like you see where I'm coming from, good. But if you don't, you're just a different type person, and we gotta respect that, or whatever. Just agree to disagree, because it'd be boring as hell if everybody was the same. You know, if everybody try to find some entertainment. Meditation comes in handy when there's no weed. When there's weed, it feels like meditation, but you're not really meditating. You're just stimulated as if you did meditate, or work out, or have sex, whatever. You know, it's like, that's the way alcohol is if you don't let it, past that, right at that buzz, when you're buzzed, not when you're tipsy. For me, at least. For me, it's when I'm buzzed, not when I'm tipsy. And it was always hard for me just to stay at that buzzed level. So it's like right here with this weed, they want us to just stay at the buzz level. I don't know whether it's on purpose or if it's an accident. I can't keep smoking this and stay up for 20 hours like as if I was on real weed. because my stomach will start hurting. You know where I'm coming from? You feel like I do when you do yeah. Well, that's good. Man, you know, like I seen this dude doing panel or like want to do panel and stuff, and like nobody want to talk to him. Or sometimes there is people that want to talk to him, but it's like whenever people get on YouTube and they have the opportunity to talk to somebody else, it's like they don't really want to talk to them. They're just using them as entertainment or whatever. But because like, you know, we're either cool or we're not. It's pretty obvious if like if we talk or whatever, if we're cool or not. But yeah, but I'm about to give me another cup. I hope y'all are having a great day. Man, life is short, y'all. Life is real short. And you don't want to be depressed. Like, I don't want to be depressed where I'm sleeping half my life away. Because, like, I did the math. Like if I'm depressed, I just want to sleep. So that's how I know about the heart zaps and the stress mental zap. It's like it distracts you from stressful stuff and make you think about other stuff instead of depressing stuff. Yeah, yeah. That's why people consider it medicine. It's medicine for the mind and for the body. So I guess we gotta respect it. Yeah. Yeah, cause like I never really had the opportunity to smoke lots and lots of weed. Just a couple of times with a friend or two, and every time I would get some weed for myself, it would just like I would always try to conserve it just to get my money's worth because it costed money. Like I know there's people that had just tons and tons of weed, so maybe they got to experience that or whatever that you're talking about. But I never really did too much weed, like getting smoked out like that. I mean, yeah, like I would withdraw from it like one day. Like it'll give you withdrawal for like a day, like it make me sweat, but that's about it. It'll make me a little like agitated. I'm just irritable for like a day or two. But if I can get past the day or two, I'm not so like irritable and I'm back to normal, just sobriety. So I've learned that like when I run out of weed or something, if I just withdraw and try to do some art for like 10, 15 minutes, it helped me feel way better. And I feel proud that I did something. Because, like, I don't even be wanting to play a video game. And you know it's really bad when you don't want to play it. When you don't. When you don't want to play a video game. It's like you got a girlfriend and don't even want to do something with her. But that's the way it is, though. Like, it just, your brain has to stabilize. You have to give it a chance to stabilize. That's all it is. That's all what I'm talking about. Yeah, I'd like to have a girlfriend, but I haven't tried in a long time, so I can't be complaining about it. They had a boyfriend when I asked. So I was like, damn. Alright. Yeah, but, you know, I hope that my experiences and my opinions help y'all. And, you know, I'm not trying to just tell anybody what to do with their life or anything like that. I'm just speaking for myself. And when I say you, I'm just talking about general terms. Like, and when I say, like, sometimes I'm just talking for myself. But, yeah, you know, like, I'm at the point in my life where I could buy some whiskey, gin and juice, a beer, and I could just, like, put it, like, up here on the wall or something, and I won't even touch it. Like, I won't even drink it. I like to look at it. It doesn't bother me. It costs so much here that I had to choose between eating and smoking. They hiked the price up. Hey buddy, I'm an artist too, and I make robots. To be honest, I feel a little dead inside since I stopped. It's just me. What? Oh shit. Oh, well, you feel dead inside because you're not doing the art or the weed? This was only. Oh, the weed? Damn. That sucks, man. This is only $25. This was just $25, and it lasts 7 days. So a whole week. If you can just make it last a whole week. But, yeah, they sell the flower, and it's 27 dollars. Yeah, it's like 26, $27, and I try to make it last a week. Yeah, No, paying a lot for weed is not good. I've already had to deal with that. We've already had to deal with that. So when it comes to doing the legal weed and the prices are high like that, no. Or even more, no. This $25 was always the price to just try to get you by. You know, like the old school quarters. You used to get a quarter of weed for $25. It was good quarters, 7 grams of the regular. So over here with this legal weed, it's like regular weed. It's like regular, like it don't get you that high. Cause once people started getting into the mid grade weed and the kind bud, the mid grade weed was like what, like $40 for a quarter, and then the Kush was like, you know, it was more expensive, but you get the picture. Uh, People was paying $100 for a quarter of con bud, stuff like that. Or more, like 100 and like even 140 for 7 grams. You know, con bud. First time I ever saw it, it was like 1 gram for $25. You smoke some of that, you smoke a bowl of that, you're high for like 3 hours. You're good for like the whole day. No, but it was good times though. It was real good times, you know. Like I'm happy to like exercise my freedom of speech. Because I don't live through it. And I feel like a lot of people, they just don't know. They ignorant. They kicked you out of the weed shop because you cursed them for being cheapskates. Oh shit. Damn. Yeah, man, I told him on the price. I told him on the price of one of these jars over here. I don't know which one it was. I don't know, I forgot which one it was. Oh, these are the same. Yeah, it was one of these plastic jars. I told him that it need to be like $25. Like the price, you know, the price could go down on it if it was $25. That would be perfect. But it was one of the other ones though, I think, or the bigger ones. And he was like, "Yeah, it's gonna go down. It will. It will go down. Maybe it will." When I first found out about the weed, the legal weed, like I went and found it on YouTube, and she went and talked to one of the lawmakers about how, you know, because this woman, she got the prescription for medical weed, and like it's too expensive for her, so she would rather go to get the legal weed from the store, you know, 21 and up. So she was asking him if the prices are going to come down for real, because, you know, $60 for 3 grams, like 3.5 grams is like too much. Cause it's that kind bud. It's that kind bud. You know, that medicinal kush weed. That laboratory grown Canadian Californian style medicinal cannabis. I'm trying not to come from a perspective of ignorance. If I talk about if I'm talking about something, I try to know what I'm talking about because I tried it. Like, some people, they think it's bad or something because they're coming from a perspective of ignorance. So, maybe they're just going with the flow and it is greedy, but I don't believe that weed should cost that much because what they say with the prices is that it's supply and demand. If there's lots of demand for it and there's not a big supply, then the price is going to be high. But if there's a big supply of it, the demand should get weighed out, pushed back, and so the prices should come down. And with cannabis being a renewable resource, and it only takes 6 months for them, they say, to grow, then you grow a whole bunch of it, there will be so much supply that it'll take the demand all the way down. And like they say that weed can last a long time. Like they say that it what how do you make it last a long time without it getting all moldy and stuff? Or does it get moldy? Do they gotta freeze it in the freezer or something? Or what? Because I really don't know how long weed can last after you cure it. You gotta cure it. It takes a month. I don't even know how to make alcohol. But I seen a dude on YouTube make some. He put some yeast. Yeah, it's yeast. Yeah, like I seen the Japanese throwing yeast on some rice and waiting for it to ferment. It's basically getting rotten. It's that mold that they want. And it's like, they gotta shuffle it around once a week or two. But, when it comes to weed, I don't know, y'all. The bug's gonna eat the crops or what? The deer. You know what I'm saying? Like, if they, well, yeah, they growing some weed on the inside, but they could grow some weed on the outside, and they could be like, this is the cheap weed that was grown outdoor, and here's the more top shelf weed that was grown indoor, But because if you're gonna increase the supply, it's gonna have to be grown outdoor. Unless it's a big warehouse like Elon Musk. it smells like some Doty in here. Yeah, man, but they done changed the laws too. They done changed the laws too. If somebody smell weed in your house, they can't search it because it's legal. But as long as you're not smoking and driving, you know, with the weed, you're good. Just don't be smoking and driving. You used to add cigarette to it to make it last. Oh man, that's hard. That's hard shit, dude. Oh no. Yeah, I forgot what they call that. They sell you the weed plant here in Baltimore also. Oh wow. Yeah, it's expensive in the city, huh? You like to listen to my topics because I talk about a lot of good topics and you feel free to be yourself. You got a weed card, but yes, you're right. They want too much for such a little bit. Damn. Yeah. That's cold. That's cold, man. I feel your pain, dude. They just let people start growing it in Ohio, so it's spreading. Yeah, like I seen that dude that was in New York and he was talking about he spent $1,200 a month on weed and it's better than Viagra. What the fuck? It's like that movie Half Baked. Y'all ever seen that movie Half Baked and the dude got the delivery service with the bicycle and he's delivering weed, making hella cash. It's just like that, man. I guess it's like they treating us like the same thing, dude. It's a shame. I know it's a shame. This shit should be like a bag of tomatoes. Tomatoes are cheap. Like they hold drugs to a different category. Like I seen a dude live streaming the other day and he got a whole bottle of Jack Daniels for $30. Like a whole fifth. And it was $30. But it's like I'm not saying to make the price of potatoes go higher. That is not what I It's like some of these people you can't argue with them, man. You can't try to talk some sense into them. They don't look at it the same. Maybe it's from a perspective of ignorance, or maybe they're just going with the flow. But like, you know, because I heard they was being discriminatory against pot users, weed heads, if they ever got in trouble for weed, even business, like they was even prejudiced with like their business reputation. They had to be like 30 years in business to open their weed shop, stuff like that. So I'm happy that there's other states that let their citizens grow weed, like up to 6 plants. It's really a good thing, you know. You might not live in a place like that. I don't live in a place like that, but I'm happy to see the map get bigger. The map is getting bigger, if you ain't noticed, and it's a good thing. But so maybe that's why less people are drinking alcohol these days because they actually have a choice. So I wouldn't be surprised if some of them alcohol companies, you know, start having weed companies. That movie was funny as fuck. Hell yeah, Half Baked, man. Like, maybe I should have bought all those weed movies and stuff, like all the movies that I like, you know. Plus, if you get a job here, they want your weed doctor to approve that you're not insane or a danger, and that sucks. Hmm. Damn. They went even further with it. What, so it's like a good job and they still let you have the job? Like like a manager job? And you could have a weed card and still have that job? Because they used to not let people have no kind of job when it was important like that. You know, like drug tests. Hmm. I guess they must be doing it like that. Yeah, that sucks. So then you gotta go through. They know you making money. They want you to go through the gate. They know people making money. They want them to go through the gate. You gotta go to the gate to get the key to open the pharmacy. Hey, it's just like on Half Baked. They did that over there on Half Baked too. They went through the weed laboratory. No, not a good job, but you was going for being a janitor and made that part, but your doctor did not sign off. What? So you got to get another doctor. Oh man, your doctor don't trust you for being a janitor? The fuck? Maybe it has to be around less people. I don't know. Yes, she was a weed doctor. For a janitor job? You do have to be around people though. You're not supposed to talk to them when you're a janitor, right? Maybe she think you're gonna talk to them or something. I don't know. I don't know, man. What the fuck? Uh, wasn't the dude in Half Baked a janitor? This is getting weird. They gave you the outfit and everything? Oh man, I'm sorry to hear that, dude. You could get another doctor.
You could get another doctor and then try to get another opinion. You got to get the right doctor, dude. That was the wrong one. Doctors are different. Doctors are just people too. There's judgmental doctors and there's liberal doctors or whatever, you know? There's conservative. I don't know what it is, dude. But that doctor was thinking something, and I don't know what it is, cause oh shit. Damn, you didn't ask her what kind of job? You should have asked her what kind of job. See what she say. Yeah, them janitors some good jobs, man. I looked at one in the hospital. They was paying like $15 an hour for it, and that was like 10 years ago. So they might be paying like $30 an hour, something to be a janitor by now, or more. I heard this one janitor was rich because he was working in some special place for like the government. I want to watch Half Baked. I think William should watch Half. Nah, he knows what I'm talking about. Yeah, that's awesome. Man, life is good, y'all. You just gotta try not to take life so seriously, and respect life, and respect drugs, and you know, like that dude that wrote that book. What's his name? Carl Hart. Drugs are for grown-ups. I haven't read the book, but I sure would like to buy that book. Damn, you're gonna go back and get that job. Hell yeah. Then you're gonna celebrate with a blunt. Yeah, I remember I used to do that. When I got off probation, I celebrated with a blunt. Yeah, I did that. I feel you on that. Yeah, like I was thinking like that whenever I didn't smoke weed in a long time. Like I went 3 years without smoking weed, and all I did was coffee and cigarettes. And I was like, damn, I could go get a good job right now. But what can you do, y'all? We gotta run the gauntlet. We gotta run the gauntlet to prosper. If you want to prosper, you gotta run the gauntlet. If you don't run the gauntlet, you're just gonna be how you are right now until it gets worse. We don't want it to get worse. So never stop learning, but don't forget to watch, like have fun. Learn good, play good, work hard, sleep good. Yo, you think I'm funny? That's cool, William. Yo, I mean, like I'm happy that you understand where I'm coming from because a lot of people probably don't, and it's okay. Don't be afraid to speak your opinion, express yourself. Just don't be over emotionally about it because you're a man. Men are supposed to deal with their emotions and stuff, and women, it's okay for them to cry about it. Women will cry a lot, even when they're happy. My mama used to cry whenever she was happy and laughing. Weird. Weird. Uh, yeah. See, that's why I like friends so much. Like, I love having friends. I always loved having friends in school. Like, I moved around a lot, uh, so I had to make new friends. And then by the time I was in junior high, like, it was affecting me and I had a talking problem. It was hard for me to talk. And then when I smoked weed when I was in high school, it helped me feel so much better. And I was at peace. And even if I would hallucinate and see something, well, that was just a trip. That's why they call it a trip, because it's like, it's an adventure. And people are afraid of what they don't know. Uh, if they don't trust you, they just don't know the real you. You have to trust, we have to trust ourselves. And it's hard for people to trust each other, and we usually never do. And some people just never let you have the benefit of the doubt. So you're not going to have the benefit of the doubt with everyone. But it's about respect. So, like, I've had to learn to try not to disrespect people. And if, like, as long as you don't disrespect them, you can do whatever you want, type of thing. So, some things offend other people more than others. But I like to be funny. Like, I could be funny. When I'm around friends, it's like like, I noticed that sometimes when I would say something, the whole group would laugh. And I'd be like, I'd be like, damn. Yeah, but I appreciate it though. I mean, so I guess I'm just gonna leave it here. And, like, I didn't want to end it on a sad note about all the alcohol stuff. But, you know, like, weed, it's just, it's just a medicine. So, y'all respect drugs and everything, and it should be all good. So I'm gonna sit here and smoke another bowl and relax. You know, have a good day. Have a better day. But yeah. So damn, it's already been 2 hours. Shout out to Michael William. Shout out to William. I appreciate the positivity or the chat. He's gonna go back and get that job. William gonna go get that job. Nah, man. It don't matter if you're on weed or not. You can still do your job. Don't let that get in the way. People they can do weed whenever they get off work. They don't have to do weed at work. They can do weed whenever they're off work.
We're coming in good like a DJ should. We tell them we're coming in good like a DJ should. Hey, we're coming in good like a DJ should. We tell them we're coming in good just like a DJ should.
Nah, man. People don't really do weed at work. I don't like really doing weed at work. I just like it after I come home when I'm off work.
The Bush Guide, cold and smooth survival skills. For a successful stint.
But I mean, I hope that, people could understand that, when it comes to weed, people don't need it all the time. They could do their job and then get done with their job. And, it's like having a beer when you get off work or something like that. It's like waking up, having a cup of coffee. But it's like, I'm not gonna make sure that I have to have coffee while I'm at work. I'm okay with water. I'm okay with water and food. And some cigarettes. My cigarettes. This is for work. This is for work right here. Tobacco. Tobacco is for work. Tobacco is for work. This is for work. People that do weed, they don't have to do this at work. They don't really have to if they, they respect it enough to be able to have their job, smoke cigarettes, and just do the weed when they come home off of work. Just when they come home off of work. Or, just one puff in the morning type of thing. Like, it really ain't, it's like, you wake up and take a puff of a cigarette, it makes you feel kind of bad. But, like, after I've had something to eat, like lunchtime, I want to smoke that cigarette. In the morning, sip on that coffee. In the morning, sip on the coffee. But that's it. That's it. Whenever I go handle my business with my job, after I have my cup of coffee, smoke some cigarettes at lunchtime, And then when I get off of work, just have a little bit of weed. It's just like having a beard. It ain't that much different, but it is different, if you know what I'm saying. But yeah, you know, I hope y'all have a good one. I hope y'all have a blessed day and have peace and blessings in your life, and have blessings just all around you. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't have to speak. I don't have to talk. Alright, peace, y'all. I'm not trying to go, but I'm gonna go. I know when to go. I am not drunk. I know when to go, yo. Hey, let's celebrate. Cheers. I ain't getting no viewers. That's okay though. That's okay. I'ma just ignore y'all for a little bit. Alright, let's skip it, see if we can't get an ad. There we go. Just got an ad. Yes. Hit it. Thanks, Spotify. Thanks. I feel that. Probably don't even sound right down there. Whoa. Whoa. A little bit longer. A little bit longer. Feeling Sorry, it's the perfect song. That's the perfect song to end this with. It's Feeling Sorry 2000 remix. Born in the 70s. DJ Jack E.
Feeling sorry, really people should be forgetting that the world was created to love each other every day. Always feeling sorry, really people should be forgetting that the world was created to love each other every day. Always, 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 feeling sorry, really people shouldn't be forgetting that the world was created to love each other every day. Always feeling sorry, really people shouldn't be forgetting that the world was created to love each other every day.
Dun, 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 dun. Oh, I ain't gonna do it no more. That's the end of the song. That's why I saved that song. So you're gonna pick it back up. The whole thunderstorm. They don't went through this thunderstorm. And they're gonna come back out of it better. Whole again. That's an old song. Back in 1999. 1999. Yeah. I remember 1999. I remember 2000. 2000. 2000. Shit loud as fuck. Goes a long time. I just love people. I love people. I love humanity, and I hope y'all have a good one. Peace and blessings. Later.
How do you feel when you switch to Geico and save on your car insurance?